Hi everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. This is a video regarding the paranormal. So this will be in the playlist of the paranormal. Now, in my last video, I talked about getting into this sort of field and what sort of things you would expect and what's your interests and so on and so forth. Today we are going to talk about going sky watching. What things you should do, what things you shouldn't do, what suitable clothing you should wear, when to go, where to go, what to expect. Yeah? Right. First of all, is the number one priority is safety. And when I say safety, if you're going to go to a skywatch place, go there in the daytime, see what the land is like. Plan what you're going to do before you do it. That way, you reduce the risk of having an accident, and also where you're going to park your vehicle. You need somewhere suitable to park your vehicle off the road, because you're not going to walk there 9 times out of 10 from your house, because you need somewhere that's going to be very little light pollution. So bear that in mind. Also, which would be a good idea, let your loved ones know where you're going, how long you're going to be there, and go with a friend. Always go with a friend. Don't go on your own. All right? And when you get there, as I say, you've already looked at the place. You know where to park your car, and you know where to be safe. So you've parked your car off the road, so you're not causing any obstructions. You're not on private land unless you seek permission to do so. Always ask permission if you're going onto someone's property. Ideally, stick to the public footpath. That way you won't get into trouble. And then, wear suitable clothing. And when I say suitable clothing, suitable boots, socks, trousers, jacket, woolly hat, keep your head warm, things like that. Yeah? A scarf if you want one. Gloves, always helpful. So muitable clothing and protective. If it starts raining, then you might as well go home, because you're not going to see much much when it's raining, because it's cloudy, and you're trying to see the night sky, you're trying to see the stars, you're trying to see what's up there in the sky when it's clear. So the ideal time is when it's clear. So you've been to the location, you've seen where it is, and you think it's suitable. Go there at the night time and also see if it's suitable with light pollution. We talked about clothing, safety. Safety aspect now is like, you need a torch. Always carry a first aid kit in the car, because you never know when you're going to need one. Suppose you fell over and hurt yourself, at least you can put some plaster over the cut. Things like that. Now, as I say, a torch, mobile phone to let people know you're all right, and to perhaps video the event that you see, to record it, and if someone needs to contact you, they can do so, or if you want to contact someone, you can do so. So what else? Thinking about it, always be responsible for your actions. In other words, don't leave litter. If you're going to have something to eat where you're sky watching, don't throw rubbish on the floor, because one, you won't be welcome back there. If you're on private land, if it's the side of the road, take your rubbish home. It's not very nice seeing all rubbish down the side of the road, is it? So think about someone else. Other things like, where you actually parked. Is it off the road? If you can't park off the road, you know, you put yourself in a great deal of danger, because your car will probably have no lights on in a unlit road in the middle of the countryside. So people, what they do in the countryside, they drive fast, and then all of a sudden they see your vehicle. Too late, bang. So park your vehicle off the road so there's not a danger of someone colliding with it. Try to put safety as a paramount important thing, and obviously your health as well, because obviously at the end of the day, you know, keeping yourself warm, have something to drink, something to eat, and what else can there be? You know, think about what you can do to try and make it a nice event. Take a notepad, you know, plan it before you go, be sensible, and yeah, that's about it really. If you're going to go on a night sky watch, things you will see in the sky. Now, you're going to see planes, you're going to see stars, you can possibly see the different planets, the moon. You also see shooting stars, and you will occasionally see the UFO, and also the International Space Station. I've seen it a few times, and it's quite interesting to see. I love shooting stars. I love seeing the stars in the sky. Nice to see the moon, and all these little things is inspiring and makes your experience more enjoyable. So, if you've got any questions or anything like that, any information you want to know, perhaps, you know, where's the best place here, or where's the best place there, I don't know where you're living. That's the first thing. I can only tell you about where I've been. I used to live in Hastings. I've had experiences down there, and now I'm living up in Nottinghamshire, and I don't do the much sky watching that I used to, because I'm a lot older and I'm making lots more YouTubes and doing stone tumbler builds and stuff like that, DIY. So, other interests. With the paranormal, as I say, it covers a vast range of different things, and there's a lot of people that are interested, but they don't talk about it because there is quite a bit of ridicule about it. But I think if you're interested in the subject, go for it. Don't just take my word for it. If it's you, your passion, your drive, your want, your desire, then just do it. Google it. There's so much information on Google nowadays. Even the mainstream media are talking about UFO sightings and stuff. You know, the military, for example, they're well aware of what's going on. There's secret government scenarios and all that. Does it happen? Damn right it does. They're not going to tell you, are they? So when you start this ufology or paranormal, as I said, it really does open a whole tin of worms, and I mean a whole tin of worms. It covers everything. And the best one I used, my analogy is like a trunk of a tree and the roots. So you'll go down and your root will go off that way, and then it'll branch that way, and then you take a particular interest in that interest field, and then you come back and you go down that line of interest. It is absolutely fascinating. I can talk for hours on it, and some of my talks will be quite in depth, but today is just about going sky watching, what to do, what not to do, and just enjoy yourself. Use the experience to learn, and perhaps widen your knowledge on the subject. And as I say, a good idea would be to go with a friend, so you're not on your own, so you've got someone to talk to that is interested in the same field. So I hope you found this video very interesting, because it will help you to plan a skywatch, what you should do, things you can take with you, things that you can do that's helpful. Because if you're standing at the side of a road or in a field or wherever, you know, be sensible. As I say, don't leave your rubbish there. Don't make a nuisance of yourself. You're there to observe. And if you're playing music, you're not going to be focused on what you're trying to watch. You'll be listening to that and you'll be distracted. So don't play music. Don't piss people off by playing loud music. I dare say there is people. This video will be going out to YouTube, and it'll be a whole different age group between the young and the old who'll be interested in ufology and paranormal. So bear that in mind. Right, we'll wrap this video up. And a couple of things is, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. As always, much appreciated. Any comments down below, let me know what you think, what things you're interested in, and so on and so forth. If you want to listen to more about the paranormal and ufology, hit the subscribe button, click on all, and then click the little bell icon, as I say, with all, and then you'll be notified with all the different videos that I'll be making on this subject. Anyway, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and always be safe. Bye for now.